Okay, we are on the air.
Oh my god!
Perfect timing. That is perfect timing right there.
Who did that?
Me.
Nice one.
Nice one. Jake's, you owe me a soda.
No, I said it first, therefore I'm right, you're wrong.
I am good at stretch. Oh, my legs.
Yeah, gotta get the stretches out.
Okay, now I'm good.
I need Huggles with the cat before we begin.
Let me actually.
Yeah, speaking of which, I am appreciating that you are putting up pictures of your
Hello,
babies
Spyrogen. Thank you
snuggling.
for being subscribed for 6 months.
Oh, glad.
Yeah, just
wonder-
get... Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. No, you go. I'll wait.
Yeah, just seeing the pictures of both your babies just cuddling and especially Nebby sleeping everywhere and taking up space in the shelves.
Yeah,
Does
that's
bring a
Yes.
cute.
Oh my-
does bring a smile.
Yep.
Aw. Well, currently he's in the closet.
Also,
He's literally in the closet.
also, while we're here, I would also like to bring to everyone's attention that I added some new sounds to the soundboard.
Oh, did you? Whoa.
Oh no!
What the heck? Oh no.
I've got a
What the heck? What the heck?
I am going to abuse that.
Where is it?
Oh
There
my
it is.
gosh.
Oh my gosh.
I also have an explosion, a Mario 64 painting effect, and my personal favorite.
Well,
Okay,
I love this.
Magic Man,
Yeah.
I but why that? Oh, fuck, Fury. I hope that.
I am going to abuse that.
Oh,
Oh, boy.
I hope you do.
And this one's my favorite though.
Okay, I think someone's. Okay. Oh yeah, Keyblade Mistress. We're not actually gonna abuse the crap out of it. We're just having a little bit of fun. I'm just showing them off. Also,
Wait a
I
Okay,
think someone's audio was on speaker. I was hearing doubles when we
Yeah,
were the
That's probably
sounds.
me.
Oh, it was,
That was Steve.
oh, it was Steve.
Well,
Okay,
it usually is me. I don't know if it is, but it usually.
okay.
I'm also very tired.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, good news is this is gonna be a much more chill session.
Yeah,
and a shorter one according to Dom.
especially after everything that's happened. So there's not too much thinking going on right here. Again, it might, and this might just be a shorter session in general, like close to an hour and a half, not like our usual 2.5 hour sessions.
Okie dokie.
So yeah, just taking it easy this time. Just a more setup for the next island, which will be. Oh yeah, speaking of which, for the chat, for the next island, I want everyone to try and see if you can spread word of this campaign to a lot of people, because next island will be the quote-unquote finale of the first season of this campaign. So,
Indeed, it will be.
Oh.
so from once we get to that point, a lot of things are going to start amping up a bit, and plus it might be like a good break before like the big holidays come out, where all of us are busy. So if we could try to finish off that island before then, that would be a perfect hiatus time for a lot of us.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And plus, it would tie in perfectly, because by, I want to say, October or November, it would have been officially 1 year since we started this campaign.
Yo!
Ooh.
No way.
It is. I can't. I know, right?
It's
That's
surreal.
Crazy.
And look at this, you've all come so far since the first session.
I was so terrified.
I'll have to double check that, Keyblade Mistress. So, but for sure that around like mid to late fall is like when we started doing the full sessions.
Yeah, we'll have to look into it. Either or.
But anyways, we have
Yeah.
a recap to catch up on.
Oh,
Okie dokie.
Indeed, we do.
okay. I'm gonna hit it in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. So, on our last session of the Star Warriors, after getting out of the mines and finding the princess in the ruins and escaping the collapsing tunnels, our heroes were about to regroup and head back to this town when they were ambushed by the 3 commanders and by Junkjaw. While they were able to fend off the commanders, Junkjaw summoned a brand new second in command, a mysterious black armored soldier that bared striking resemblance to a Koopa of sorts. But that was put on the back burner as it summoned a green star, which Button immediately recognized as a star from the Star Road. Using it, it wished for the 3 commanders to be combined into one entity, known as Pyron, a fiery giant. The battle was intense, putting our heroes to their absolute limit and to the near of exhaustion. But with some clever thinking and using everything at their disposal, they were able to subdue and destroy Pyron. Quite figuratively and literally collapsing onto the ground below them. They managed to pick themselves back up and head back to town. Clearly weary and very, very in much need of a shower. But once they got back to the town, Violette finally opened up all of her pent-up emotions to the party, letting everything out that has been bottled up for so long. With everyone giving her a much-needed hug. Once the princess reunited with them, they were all given 3 separate letters. One dictated from different islands. But we ended this session when Violette was given a letter with the emblem of House Heliotrope. This is where we continue the story.
Violet's eyes grow wide upon shock, her fingers trembling upon seeing that 3rd letter.
What's the deal with that letter?
So these are the next 3 letters that's from the other kingdoms, and one of them is from the custard city, the custard island. The other is from the. Okay, hold on. Let me just go over the Discord channel real quick so I can actually recap just a wee bit.
I think one was the Pudding Kingdom and one was the Beef Kingdom.
Yes.
Pudding, beef, and sour.
Hold on. Okay, okay. Let me recap all that. So we have actually 3 letters. One of them was from the Pudding Kingdom. The Sour Kingdom is back, and one of them is from the House Heliotrope.
Family?
Your family? She says as she showcased the letter, the lavender letter, if you will, with the symbol of the House Heliotrope, that is a diamond and 2 small heliotrope flowers onto the sides.
Huh, that's kind of pretty.
that has been the family symbol for many of the years over the time. But I believe we should actually take a look on this. Which one should we open up first?
Well, I mean, do you feel comfortable sharing the letter addressed to you with the rest of us?
She looks back into the lavender letter, and a corner of her mouth twitched. I think I'll save this one a bit for last, then.
Understood.
Okay, well, let's take a look at the one from the Pudding Kingdom then.
She's, Violet nodded as she rips open the letter and reads aloud from according to the notes. Help! The rumors surrounding the monster attacks are true. We got ransacked by a giant gorilla controlled by one of Junkjaw's commanders and has destroyed much of the villages. My knights and the veteran adventurers are not enough. That is what the letter said, and it doesn't sound anything good.
Greta's face turns grim.
Oh my. That is all.
There. If do you want to roll insight on the letter?
Sure. I'm gonna go and try doing that.
Okay.
Let's see, add. But if anyone wants to give this one a try, feel free to do so, you know? Yeah,
All right. So, there are actually two insignias on the letter. One is a royal emblem that shows it has the initials CK with a giant cookie on it. You've heard about the king of this island, and it's abbreviated as Cookie Kong.
Love it.
And I happen to have a picture too, but that's for later.
You remember?
Dang it!
You remember that he was the newly crowned prince of the island, and you've only known him more as a chef than an actual, royal figure. But that was neither here nor there. But regardless, it seems that he is asking for help, and the letter makes it sound very urgent. The other insignia has a winking babam in the very vague shape of Greta.
Well, from the way I recognize this insignia, this must come from the recently crowned prince, Cookie Kong. He's just as soft and doable as a pastry than being a fighter. But why does this Babam image look this Babam image looks kind of vaguely of you, Greta?
What?
I'm not. She shows the image to Greta.
She takes a look at it.
Well, I couldn't tell you.
Could it be that our fair Greta has a doppelganger somewhere in the world?
Well,
You're thinking way too hard about this.
She does have a twin.
I do, yes.
What are the odds that your twin is in the Pudding Kingdom?
Well, knowing her, likely. She's always been a bit of a more adventurous type than me, traveling all over on her motorcycle.
She has a motorcycle?
Aye. She used to be part of a gang of sorts.
What?
That sounds awesome!
Pika looks at Button.
What's a motorcycle?
Do you know what a bike is? Like a bicycle?
No.
It is basically a vehicle of sorts. It runs on two wheels.
Just tilt our head.
You know what a wagon is, right? Picture a wagon, but the two wheels are in front of each other, and they are propelled forward by a motor.
Right. Understand, but... Right. Regardless, these people seem to need our help, at least pressing matter.
What about What about the Sour Kingdom?
Then let me
Curious
go
what they
ahead and
just meant.
open that. She opens up the Sour Kingdom letter and reads aloud its contents. Reports have come that a massive storm has surrounded the Sour Kingdom. We have not heard a word about what has happened to the denizens, nor we have seen what has become both our allies and Junkjaw's forces. So it appears that this storm is actually getting worse than we thought.
Could we even get to it if the storm is that bad?
Well, the better question is, where is the map anyway?
I think I have it. Let me check my pockets. So I'm gonna reach into the bag of holding and kind of rifle around through it.
Ayo.
Let's see. Ah, here it is. I pull out a piece of paper and I just hand it to Violette.
And with that, Violette opens to see the map. And I know we have the map of the image, but the map of the islands. But can we have it open up again, Chief?
Sure thing. Let me grab an image that was given to me by Rachel, Jay's lovely wife.
Yes, she's lovely. I love her. She's one of a kind.
Bias.
I do need to get this updated soon, like eventually, like it, like I do need to figure out a way to get this better updated in the future. But anyways, the Sour Kingdom. Looking at your map again, it is at the northwestern point of the island. I mean, of all the islands.
Okay, and how close is the Pudding Kingdom?
The Pudding Kingdom, compared to each other's locations, the Sour Kingdom is directly north of the Pudding Kingdom. While where you're currently at right now, the Sweets Kingdom, you're directly west from where the Beef Kingdom's capital or the Spicy Desert should be, as it's marked on the map.
It's gonna take us days to actually reach us there in the Sour Kingdom. Also, it'll be nice to actually stock up for a little bit of supplies before we reach there, and maybe but as much as that's possible, that is going to take some time.
If I might chip up a bit, says Princess Thera. There was something I was looking to do for your ship, actually.
What do you have in mind?
I kind of figured that your ship, while lightweight and durable in order to ride the winds much quickly, if you need to get places quicker, I can have all my best men to install paddles onto the ship, make it a paddle boat.
That might be helpful.
You're actually willing to do that?
For what you've done for me and my kingdom, it's the least I could do, and it would help you on your journey as well.
Do realize that this is a dangerous journey. If they come with us, there's a chance of them.
I'm not too worried. Besides, it would help you like whenever there's a dead wind and that might potentially delay your travels. Having a paddle boat in either still water or dead winds would be beneficial. So that way you're not losing any speed trying to get to your next destination.
No. She does have the point, and speed is on the essence on whichever island we choose. She then remembers there's one last letter.
Pika would rub Violet's back
Oh,
in a way of comfort.
oh yeah. And Button, perception check on the letter.
Oh, sorry. You're asking me for perception?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's a 3. Yeesh. Yeah, yeah, and I have no bonus for perception. I'm not even
Yep,
gonna. I'm not even gonna bother with that.
It's just a letter that's you then. Okay. All right then. Now, all right, Violet. All that's left is the letter from the Beefy Kingdom with the emblem of House Heliotrope, with the fancy waxy emblem on sealing the letter.
She's takes a sharp inhale as she carefully rips the letter open. The first two letters that she saw, the first two words she saw in that letter was "Dear Violet," and it just astonished her. It's addressed to her. She then carefully takes the letter, but this time she didn't read it aloud. Her eyes were scanning into the contents of the letter.
I'm imagining this is that one gif from Ratatouille where it's just like the chef reading through the letter.
Yep.
much.
And for context, I did only give a full-on message to Makoto, so this was only for her eyes only. Whether she discloses this is up to her.
Precisely.
Her eyes scan the letter, and she keeps scanning the words again and again. It's like she's in a trance.
Not looking at the letter, Miro just put a hand on her shoulder.
Apologies. What is it?
Just seems lost in.
Right. Apologies. I was just in the middle of reading. I was caught up.
It's alright, but one must not be locked.
Well, it appears that it appears that I am to return for the upcoming ball this upcoming for in less of a month.
Oh, a sporting event?
A ball? What kind of ball is it? Is it like a bouncy ball?
A ball, as in a large party of sorts. One that is in a much more fancier category. One is a much more fancier part.
Even more so than the one at the Mushroom Kingdom?
This is from the Heliotrope, so extravagance is pretty much up there.
Oh boy.
Something tells me I thought this was a sport.
She looks back into the letter, but she didn't even read aloud. Again, she didn't read anything aloud from it, but words that she knows from there. I never thought I actually would want me back. Not since what happened last time.
What happened last time?
If
I'm-
you're comfortable sharing it, that is.
I just can't. I just actually earlier. I'm just having a moment for going through an emotional breakthrough, and I just need some time to actually prepare myself for that. But so
Understood.
maybe next time. I believe so much happens on one day. But other than that, knowing knowing Orchid Heliotrope, I have to be there in less than a month. I have. It takes place in less than a month, and knowing her, she wants everything. It needs to be done in time.
Well, you can think about that on your boat trip, but it seems that you all need a long night's rest.
I
Agreed.
think that's not a bad idea.
Yeah,
I can
I'm
sit-
pooped.
I can set you all up for a place in the inn for tonight. Rest up and then gather your supplies by tomorrow morning. I have some men working on the boat all night so that it's prepared for you by morning.
All right.
Most
Merci.
appreciated.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
I'll
there-
say that right now she's pulling out the collar, and you can see she's visibly sweating. Like all this time in this heat, she is not used to it.
Aww.
So
Yeah,
Button would
like-
Button would look up at Mirda, and he's just like, "Are you warm?"
Quite. I've been up in a cold mountain for as long as I can remember. I am not built for this warm weather.
So is Mira still wearing her her
Yeah.
pelt?
Pelts and all. Yep.
Have you considered taking the pelts off? Do you have anything underneath? Like leg clothes?
I got my chainmail.
You might need to invest in some lighter clothes if you're going to be traveling with us. We might be going to a variety of climates.
Well, this is true, and I know you came from the cold lands of the Gelato Kingdom, but if you want to survive in other places, lighter clothes might be something you need in mind.
I've literally only had this my whole life. That and variations of it. I wouldn't even know where to start.
We can
Well,
help.
that's where
I actually grew up in the desert. I can give you some pointers.
Thank you, but I'd rather leave this in the hands of someone who knows better what they're doing. Points to Violette.
Hey, I know what I'm doing.
I'm sorry, but the matters of women are much more complicated than men.
Oh, he's so miffed. Oh, that was
I
my
like
goal.
It's like
Like, here's the thing, Button's face has turned like a light shade of pink, and he's kind of puffed his cheeks out in frustration.
Pika pats his back. Like,
It's okay, but you have other talents. And by the way, I think your stars are lovely.
Thank you. I'm still mad though.
Pika pats
know
his
what?
head.
You know what? Mira's gonna bend down. Just the mother's gonna come out, just pinch one of the cheeks and just start pulling it.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Just then, let's go. Not that I don't appreciate the help, and I'm not saying you don't know what you're doing, but I have found that sometimes a woman's touch really.
Really, what's exactly?
Really matters.
Okay, sure.
You are young, but you will learn when you are old.
I'm 19. I'm not that young.
I'm like 20. I'm older than you.
Probably. With the exception of Greta here, I'm probably older than you as well.
So Felix saying this is one of the cases where magic can't solve all your problems.
Pika looks a little sad, and she's like,
I don't know how old I am.
Oh,
I don't know if it necessarily counts for you. Like, does age count for booze? I don't know. I've seen old Booze before, but, like, that's just the one, and he was a butler. His name was Bootler, too. Kind of funny.
Someone needs to give our cotton candy colored Boo a hug.
Aww.
Pika does need hugs. I mean, for crying out loud, poor thing doesn't even know how old she is.
Yep.
She could be
I could make
12
a joke here, but I won't.
okay. You have to tell me after.
Now, hang on. Let me just. Where are you here?
Oh gosh.
And let's see. Oop.
You know, it really is unclear whether or not Booze can age. That's kind of funny.
Indeed.
Now, let's see. Where's the... Okay. I like, do you see some... Like, did you type it towards someone's DMs,
I did.
or...
I did.
Okay, never mind.
At the request of Masky.
Okie dokie.
You're not wrong, Steve. You're not wrong.
I was gonna say something else, but I didn't want to come off as creepy.
Okay.
Alrighty. So, with all that said, Princess Thera is going to give you directions towards the inn, towards the west side of the town, towards the edge of the port that's overlooking near the cotton candy forest, and there will be a nice little inn for you all to stay at, free of charge.
Aww.
Oh, that's kind of them.
I'll see you all here back first thing in the morning.
Good night, Your Highness.
And she's saying that, and it's already like past dusk as the sun's setting over the distance.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, you've been here for a full day.
Dang.
All the events that have transpired all took place in the span of a day. No wonder.
Yeah, you were all Russian. That's what was going on.
Adrenaline rush be wearing off at this point.
Okay. Alright, so you all gather your stuff and you head on out to the inn. By the time you get there, it's nightfall.
Ooh, it's so pretty.
What a lovely inn.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was going to say cottage, but that's not exactly a cottage.
Yep, it's a nice little decorated inn. And you can tell that it's also part tavern given the drink sign at the front of the entrance. It's a quaint little one. Definitely look newer looking than most of the other buildings in town.
Mm-hmm.
Confused innkeeper noises.
I was gonna say, does this inn per chance have a paper plane in front of it?
Oh!
No, it's not a paper plane, it's a paper crane.
Ah, the paper crane inn. The paper crane inn. I like that.
It's a competitor.
Mickey is panicking.
Confused innkeeper noises!
Once you're all inside, you're greeted by a lovely and small-looking blue jelly beamish.
Ah,
Aw.
jelly beanish. Cute.
All that.
Yep, she's blue.
All that.
I'm blue, dabba-dee-dabba-da.
Hello, all. Are you with the ones that Princess Thera talked about?
Yes, we had a very full day and would like a bed.
You're all probably hungry too, so we made a feast for you all. And she points to a table full of like almost a foot tall of a buffet.
Oh, yes.
Ah, merci, I'm feeling famished.
I'm starving.
All on the house. Dig
You
in.
guys can shop first.
All right, so Button is just going to go and grab like a larger plate, and he's gonna pick up like a turkey leg, some mashed potatoes, an ear of corn, and he's gonna smear that corn with some butter and salt. And lastly, he's going to get a dessert of some Jell-O just to start.
Oh man.
And he's just going to
think Greta
sit down
would-
at the table and just start chomping on the turkey leg.
I think Greta would take a bit of everything to try it out, see how it tastes, see if she can replicate it, that sort of thing.
Pika's very sheepish, but if those notice, Pika has a little bit of a sweet tooth, so she'd be grabbing for the sweets and the desserts and such,
Yeah.
and looking all sheepish as she brings it over.
Miss Pika?
Yes?
Here. I heard that you like the trees, the cotton candy trees around here, so? She hands her like an oversized cotton candy on a stick.
Oh.
It's like 4 times Pika size.
Oh man.
I'm too high pitched. Yeah, she's trying to say thank you. And she gently takes it very happily and floats over to where Greta and Button are. And she happily eats her cotton candy and her desserts and treats.
So yeah, you were all munching down on the well-deserved feast and just a good cozy meal right by the fireplace in the tavern part of the establishment.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Oh.
So what did
I call-
Violette and Mira get?
Most likely a decent portion. Just enough that'll help fill her up, but not enough that she feels like a glutton.
Okay, what about Mira?
Hang on.
Like like a healthy serving that comes with the meats, and the healthy serving that greens that help complement it.
I was going to
Yeah,
imagine
same.
Mira was going to take the entire turkey herself.
There you go. Check voice to text.
Oh gosh.
Okay, let's see what we got.
This.
Where is this?
Voice to text. Ba-ba-da-da-ba-ba.
Oh, wow!
it's that meal
Aw.
from Monster Hunter Rise.
The hunter's platter.
The Hunter's Platter.
Dang.
And for those who don't know what it looks like, here's a picture.
Oh. Oh my.
Wow.
Yep.
Yep, it's the full course meal from Monster Hunter.
The chef's
Mhm.
platter,
Man.
and I want to pull this
Scrumptious.
off one day, but that's like a Thanksgiving meal right then and there.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Off topic, Binging with Babish did the entire meal on his channel and cooked everything by hand.
Yo! That's
I'll
cool.
I'll share that after the game because it looks really good. But anyways,
I also found
Yeah.
while we're on the topic, I also found an unofficial Mario-themed cookbook, and it actually had some recipes from Paper Mario in it.
So cool.
yum.
I'd love to try it out one of these days. Anyway, let's continue.
So yeah, you any of you have anything to say as you're munching down on your feast?
I mean, okay, so Button takes like a big bite out of the corn that he's been eating, and then he looks over at Violette's plate, and he's just like, "What the? This is a feast, and you're going with a dish that small?"
I guess after what happened today, I'd like to start small and work my way up a bit.
Ah, okay, you're metering yourself. Okay, that works.
I like to make sure I have enough room for dessert later, but
Ooh, I hadn't even thought about dessert. I'm gonna take a scoop out of my Jell-O. Blueberry flavored. This is way better than the stews I used to make.
she says
What
that
did
she
you used to make?
I used to make stews out of
What?
I used to make stews out of I used to make stews out of spiders.
Spiders?
Look. Yes.
Brenna nearly chokes.
It's a what? It's a high protein dish that is easy to capture and easy to cook.
Yeah, that's pretty much the long and short of it. I grew up in the desert. What do you expect me to eat?
Then,
Something
In a
with
way,
turmeric?
in a way, I don't actually blame you. I know someone who there was a time there was someone I know who would always, well, would come to me with certain food that I know he must have stole it.
Yeah,
A
sometimes.
princess
Yeah, sometimes I was
corresponding with a
lucky.
thief.
Oh, sorry.
A princess sharing time with a.
You call me a princess?
You certainly act like, at least from the ones that we've seen.
I've always wanted to be a princess, but
Wait, actually, what is your rank?
I
Are you like
think
a
you were one.
Are you like a duchess or something?
Violet was about to take a bite from her spoon when they had to ask that question, and what used to be a budding smile turned that of a frown, and then comes with a sigh. I was supposed to be my mother was the current Duchess of the Beefy Kingdom, if you will.
Oh.
Which Duchess which dukes and duchess serve under prince and princesses. So we never would really achieve such a rank like that.
I was gonna. Oh, so I was sort of
You're
right
a
with
princess to me.
I was sort of right with the whole Duchess thing, but something tells me there's a history.
The Beefy King, the history of the heliotrope runs a very long time. Ever since they managed to tame and work together with the very first amethyst dragon. That power has led to the first dragonborns, which then extended to the rest of the family of the heliotrope line. And this has gone long back that that we are the current that we are the current generation of it, and the motto still rings true from this point, that flawlessness is strength. True heroes and leaders need to be flawless and perfect to rule in order to better for the people and the kingdom. That was all I've known.
Well, I mean, I don't really care for the whole flawlessness is strength motto that your family's got going on, but I mean, at least you know your family history. Growing up in the desert, I never really knew where I came from. The only family history I really knew about is there used to be a dry kingdom, but it fell, and the only living member is this guy named Mustafa, or is it Moustafa? I never knew how to pronounce it.
I am surprised you actually live in the same kingdoms that I was born in.
No, the dry kingdom, not the beef kingdom.
Oh, oops, my bad then.
Yeah, I'm from Dry Desert. My family lived in Dry Outpost, and I used to study under the shaman Merly there. She taught me how to cast spells, but I never really learned how to do magic until, well, I became the hero of Star Road. I really gotta stop saying that.
Pika rubs his back.
But yeah, that's all I've known.
So as you were all speaking, all three of the letters that you all read are on the table in front of you. As the question remains: which island do you go to?
Just like the last time, we are gonna be casting a vote.
Understood.
Also,
If I
Button,
may-
since the letters are back out again, perception check on the Sour Kingdom letter.
Wait, Sour Kingdom letter?
Okay.
Yeah, for Button.
Okay, that is a 14.
Now that you got a clearer look at the letter, there's an insignia on the letter, and it's the mark of your master.
Wait a minute. I reach over and I take a look at the letter.
What?
Wait a minute. That's Merle's mark.
Really?
I'm sorry.
Wait.
Huh?
What is she doing in the Sour Kingdom?
Who is Merle, Button?
She's a fortune teller, but she's also a shaman related to Merlin and also Merlovely from Shooting Star Summit. Their family is known for being connected to the star spirits and they're very, very good at magic. I don't know why she left Dry Outpost, though. Why would she be in the Sour Kingdom?
Partly
Maybe for the same reason that you went.
I'm gonna have to think about this. You said we were gonna cast it to a vote?
Well,
Oh, thanks for
if I may
the
throw in my-
thanks for the posture check.
It's a care package.
Yay!
Well, I may throw
There
in
we go.
my-
I have to
I
stop
may not
adopting
be
the shrimp
interrupted,
posture.
please.
Ugh, sorry.
Well,
So,
if I may throw in my 2 bits here. Personally, I feel the Pudding Kingdom takes top priority. If their line of defense, even when coupled with the strength and experience of the veterans, is no longer adequate, and villages are being toppled left and right, we need to step in right now. And if I remember correctly, the Sour Kingdom was the one who had their communications broken off, and we still don't know what's going on. We would be going in completely blind, with little to no means to prepare. If we could perhaps find someone who can use a scrying spell that will help us to see the conditions of the denizens, I'd feel better about going.
I'm inclined to agree. If things are as bad as they say with that ape, then they need help as soon as possible. We can't exactly fight a storm, and we don't need to be in your home a month.
in less of a month. Yes. Says as she eyes up to the lavender letter.
Yeah, and if I know my master, she can take care of herself, especially during a storm. We've weathered several sandstorms before. So my vote's on the Pudding Kingdom.
Anyone else?
I think you guys have a good point. So my vote's on the Pudding Kingdom too.
It seems we're in agreement. Alright, looks like our next stop is the Pudding Kingdom.
Violet takes the letter from, takes her, the heliotrope letter and decides to put it away to her person. Well, she decided to take one more read to the letter, and then she decides to put it away.
Can I do an insight check on Violet?
You can?
Okay, that's going to be a +4 with advantage.
Oh,
Oh, dang.
Runes, my friends.
Nanomachines, son.
30 20.
Dang.
30 20.
Would you want to? Would you want to oppose that, Violette?
Yep. You're more than welcome to, hun.
You saw the contents in that letter that's read. That is.
Oh, I'm not
right
reading
there.
I'm not looking at the letter. I'm looking at Violette specifically.
Oh, Violet. Okay. Violet's eyes, and you can definitely see the micro emotions that you could actually that is etched into her face. Her eyes,
Oh.
her eyes are steady, but they're anxious. Her lip is curled, but her lip is flat, but there's a twitch. Her fingers look still, but they are trembling.
Doesn't
And I
say a
read-
word. Doesn't say a word. Just lets her. Just observes.
Ugh, I'm
After a
full.
meal.
And then she finally breaks the still face and breathes. If we can actually mix this right and plan this out, the event doesn't take place in less than a month. And if we're doing the calculations, let's see, how long is it going to? How many days? Has it been since we've started this journey?
Oh,
It's
crap.
been
That's a good question.
We
very
never
Based-
kept track of that, didn't we?
Based on everything that's happened so far, you're about 2 weeks into this journey.
About 2 weeks?
Dang!
Dang.
What? Yeah.
Most of it, of course, is traveling on the seas.
That is true.
Oh, my chin. Okay. Okay, concentrate, Nikki. So, it has been 2 weeks since we actually, over 2 weeks since we last started this journey. And if we actually plan this out right, Orchid Heliotrope, my mother, would want me and perhaps maybe would want me to be there in the Beefy Kingdom in less than a month because that is when the event takes place. If we actually do this fast, if we actually get there fast, take care of the situation enough, we would have to be back to the Beefy Kingdom in less than a month. That is like 14, maybe 20 days. I would like
Understood, Captain.
I would like to take care of this in about a week at best.
Well, I guess we better get ready for bed and then see if there's anything we need tomorrow before we cast off.
Which is perfect timing for you all. I just finished all of your beds.
Oh,
go
thank
up it.
heaven.
Just go up the stairs and your rooms will be all set up for you. Even the princess took the courtesy to bring some of your stuff from your ship over here so that you didn't have to make the trek.
Merci.
That was very nice of her.
Gracious.
Also, Pika, the princess asked me to take great care of this special one, and she holds out the green bunny.
And she grabs it and takes it. And she blushes.
Aw, I remember that little guy.
You do?
Yeah, I got a quick glance at him while we were on the ship.
Thank you.
She looks so shy.
Mira gives a look that only a reminiscing mother could.
Pika holds it close.
Very cute, dear.
Thank you.
Well, since everyone is going to bed, I think I'm gonna go outside for a while. I'm just gonna go for a little walk. I'll be fine.
All
Good
right.
night, Violet. And good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
All right. While everyone else gets ready for bed, Violette is going to do a little bit of a midnight stroll.
She was walking by into this cold night, creaking up the chirps of the crickets and the chirps of the crickets echoed into the night. Stars twinkling up above, but Violet is Violet just stayed quiet. And the moment she's away enough from the tavern, all she could do is just find a tree and just sat down onto it, just for a short time. She takes a deep breath and then unfurls the letter that she has inside, that she has kept into her person. This letter that she never really told anyone else about it. You know, she was at the walls are cracking, and she's not sure how to properly feel about that. She read this letter 100 times, even more so, but it feels like something wrong will happen again. So she took out the letter and read it one more time. And it says in its own contents, now away from earshot, she can hear the voice, that very voice, from the very contents of that letter. Dear Violet, this is your mother, Orchid. You are to return once for the ball, and that you are to discuss matters of the succession of the family heritage. Do not be late at the event that is to take place in less than a month. And speaking of which, you must be prepared for whatever ask of you once you arrive. This is not a request. Sincerely yours, Orchid Helium. She could have read this letter more than enough, you know? And it just after reading it one more time, she just couldn't help but rest her head on the back onto the tree. It had been so long since that event. It had been so long ever since they told her those words, and that she could have sworn after what happened she would probably be never welcome back. So why now? Why are they sending this letter now after what she went through? Maybe they actually do want her back? She shook her head and just hit the tree in the back out of frustration. Why are they sending this to me now? I thought told me to not come back, but okay, what am I going to do?
Was lucky?
What?
Yep. She
Nana?
doesn't try to hide it.
How long have you been there?
I arrived right when you started asking, I want you back. I didn't hear the contents of the letter, nor do I wish to know.
But I thought you were actually going to be resting, and that is actually quite rude of you to sneak up on me like that.
Please, I did not mean to. I was just worried for you.
Well, I'm fine. Really, I'm fine.
You remind me of my daughter when she was going through her first trials. There's much going through your head right now. You are many things, but fine is not one of them. I won't ask for the details, but I'm here to listen. Wish it.
I don't understand it. I don't understand why you actually made your way over here, but uh, that's well, man. Fine. I'll. My mother wants me back in the kingdom because of the ball, but it appears that she also wants me back in regarding about family matters there. And it has been so long since I actually left the kingdom. Well, left is just an understatement. More in the sense I was just removed from the heliotrope family.
Banished.
Banished over me. Yeah, I was banished from my own family.
On what grounds?
Probably because I ended up doing something so ridiculously stupid.
I doubt anything you've done is worse than. Tell me if you wish, but as I said,
What?
pry.
Why?
Because
Why?
myself, I know what it's. Also know what it's like to push your child so hard that you end.
Honey,
Admit
what
I
was
am.
that? You cut
Sorry?
off on that last part. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're cutting off, dude.
Yeah.
Because I'm a mother myself. And I also know what it's like to push your child so hard to be something that you wish for them to be that it ends up pushing them away, even if you are successful in your endeavors. I fear the same may be happening to you.
It's not like she pushed me away. It's more like remember when I told you back in the family that we came from a long line of noble warriors and leaders because of our endeavors
Yes?
Well, to symbolize this, um, the family has this amethyst dragon statue. This dragon statue made out of pure amethyst. To sculpt after the very first sculpt out the very dragon that is basically our ancestor. And whenever a heliotrope is chosen to be the heir of the family and lead, that statue is pretty much the heirloom that signifies that signifies such a status. So several months ago, I was not taking kindly to how Mother was treating, as well as the rest of my own families there. But so perhaps in a fit of a tantrum, I actually threw the very statues that the family took pride on out through the window. All because, and mind you, this is one of Mother's balls, so.
A public
Of course.
humiliation.
And that is why I'm removed them from the family line.
Well, let me ask you this. You regret what you did?
Yes, but no.
She raises an eyebrow as if to say, go on.
Right. Why are you asking me all this?
You know my own daughter, Kira?
We?
After her birth parents were killed, they asked me to raise her and train her. And so I did. I trained her so that she would be strong enough to face that which their parents could not. And in that I succeeded. But in doing so, I made her essentially an enemy of mine, albeit unintentional. Granted, I still love her. I still care for her deeply. But there are scars there that will never heal. I fear that what's going on here, much the same way. Your mother pushing you so hard to be something she wishes for you to be, that, as I said, even if she succeeds in what she does, the cost of which will be too great.
Well, I threw that statue because I am so. I threw that statue because I'm just so. I was angry and frustrated. I just had a tantrums there, but at the same time, I finally got some level of attention from my own mother because of it. It's negative attention, but she actually addresses to me
And I
rather than
assume
just
there were other...
rather than just being so caught up with, well, her own family, her pictures, but most of all, my own brothers.
brothers.
I have 3 of them, triplets.
My.
They're the ones who are actual dragonborns, not me.
What makes them dragonborn? Not?
There's this condition that the knowledge clerics that are focused on medicine and medicine and science and what have you not. They have, I don't remember what the full name is supposed to be, but in certain conditions that when a dragonborn has more parentage from the other parent than the dragon have, that is much more pronounced than ever. So there's a condition. We would normally call these beings quarterborns, if you will. But that also is a sign that the black dragonborn bloodline is weakening. And Mother, who actually wants to have some level of perfection, is much more in tune to be more focused to my brothers than me. But even then, I am still trying to get my mother's attention. So, it baffles me why she wants me back. After what happened in the last ball several months ago. I just don't know why she wants it home.
Well, granted I don't know your mother, but if it were me, no matter how your child turns out, whether boy, girl, warrior, craftsman, dragonborn, or quarterborn, as you put it, they are still your child. You do not love them for who they are. You are not their parent. You are instead their caretaker. Best. Perhaps, and this is just me being hopeful, she has realized that, is willing to make amends. Not? Well, I will not fault you for charging your loss, just as Kira did.
Even if it took her 20 years to finally do that?
20 years too late, perhaps. And there will be scars that
You know what's
Family is
actually
family.
much. You know what's actually much more messy. You know about half a fun. You know what's actually funny? Something. In about less than a month from now. No, I don't know if I could actually say that.
Only you feel comfortable. But do realize I'm rather good at reading people, right?
Read me like an open tome, why don't you? I mean, no. Read me like a book, read me like a book. Why don't you, Molby?
It's a trait that most mothers have when it comes to their children.
I guess looking back on it now, in about less than a month now, it's going to be my 21st birthday.
You shall be old enough to drink your own ale then, without the parent's supervision.
Nah, I'm already drinking age by the time I was 20. Beefy Kingdom is much different from the rest of the islands.
For us it was 18, but I've heard rumors it's different.
I hope you're right, so. She says as she looks back into the letter. I want to believe that for the first time in all of my life, that she finally would see me as, that she would actually, see me as me. She says as she lifts her hand unconsciously reaches up to her horns and touches the flower unintentionally, just like how he did.
You see her kind of give a raised eyebrow and criminal side eye. This Loki you mentioned before?
Not in any face. I'm gonna go and stay here for a while, and I'm just gonna get some fresh air. I'll be fine.
Would you like me to stay, or would you rather...
You can go back. I'll be fine.
Very well. As she looks back, and then turns around a bit. I do want to hear about this Loki fellow, though.
Good night, Mira.
Good night. Good night, child.
It
Just-
takes a while.
But yeah, just turns around, walks back towards the inn.
And with that, inspiration for you two.
What?
Man,
Dang.
that was beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful to listen to.
It was also
Yeah,
difficult to
it
do
was,
considering the fact
like-
there's a cat making bread on my bare belly.
Oh, here's a kitty.
Which
He's
one,
an-
Gracie or
She's
Cole?
so
Gracie.
cute.
Oh, it's
Aw.
Gracie's the
Gracie.
cuddle bug.
Oh.
There's an important baker right there.
Yes, she's very busy. I just wish she wasn't making bread out of what remains of my belly fat.
Alright,
so cute.
so with all of that said and getting all the heartfelt conversations up, I would assume Violette would have gone back into the inn after all that.
Yeah, and she's also took the flower and she just admires it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So with all that, now you all have long rest.
Thank goodness.
And with,
About time.
and with that big feast you all had, plus 10 temporary hit points.
Woo!
Ooh.
Oh?
I'm scared now.
Who wants to write that down?
I'm writing it on my character sheet. Don't know about you guys.
Thomas is crying.
Oh, we have a
Wait.
we have a crying Thomas in the chat.
Aww.
You're okay.
It's okay, bud.
Cat, I appreciate you, but that's starting to hurt.
Okay, so where do I write this?
It should say something on the character sheet called temporary hit points.
Yeah, right next to where your hit points are.
Temporary hit points.
Yep.
Like current HP and all that, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay, so what is it?
So
It's plus
you're right.
10.
Yeah, you're right. Plus 10 for your
But how
temporary
many
hit.
how many hit points?
You're right. Plus 10 for your temporary hit points, and then you add it to your current max. Oh, I hear a purring
There's
cat.
a fur.
Was that the key?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Adorable.
It is a very certain cuddle bug who won't leave me be.
Alright,
Oh
so yeah, after a long night's rest, you're back at the port, but this time in the market district.
And Pika's hiding Mr. Boo Boo.
Aw.
That's the name of her bunny. It's Mr. Boo Boo.
Mr. Boo Boo.
Yes.
Ooh, this music is giving me Professor Layton vibes.
Oh man, I never got to play that.
But yeah, you're now in the market district of the town.
Okay.
It's the middle of the morning, and you still have plenty of time for you all to do your shopping. And to sell the treasures you all got.
Who wants to shop first?
Well. Okay. I think Violet is gonna go to the boutiques and boutiques and areas of the place, and she did say she's gonna look for a perfume to make up for the one she lost back in the Gelato Kingdom.
Yep.
Such a sacrifice.
That and a dress for the upcoming ball, just to be prepared, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was gonna get myself perfume and maybe a couple of other essentials, but I think we need to address the beholder in the room and deal with the treasure we got from our endeavors.
Yes, so I've got a jar of alchemy here and some dust of disappearance. Is there anything else we have?
Let's see. Some coins and some gems, which if we actually would pawn this, would actually give us some amount of gold.
Okay. Alright, so I guess if we pawn the gold, we split it 5 ways?
Perhaps.
Sounds fair to me.
And what about this jar?
Pika has a little list.
I'm gonna do a little bit of insight on this jar of alchemy to see if I know what it can be used for.
That'd be more of an Arcana check, friend.
Oh, is it an Arcana check? Okay. I'm gonna make an Arcana check. Oh, that's a nat 20!
Nice.
Okay. So, what can I do with this jar of alchemy?
Alright, the jar of alchemy. Get a quick look at this. Well, the
Okay, what do
alchemy
you do?
jug, that's the proper name for it.
Oh, my apologies.
But yeah, this ceramic jug appears to be able to hold a gallon of liquid and weighs 12 pounds whether full or empty. Sloshing sounds can be heard from within the jug when it is shaken, even if the jug is empty. You can use an action and name one liquid from this table description below to cause the jug to produce the chosen liquid. Afterward, you can uncork the jug as an action and pour that liquid out, up to 2 gallons per minute. The maximum amount of liquid the jug can produce depends on the liquid you named, and there's varying maximum amount of weights you can hold on to it. Once the jug starts producing a liquid, it can't produce a different one, or more of one that has reached its maximum until the next dawn. And these liquids are acid, basic poison, honey, oil, vinegar, fresh and salt water, wine, beer, and mayonnaise.
Why mayonnaise?
Why not?
Why not?
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna give. So I give the alchemy jug a little shake, and I listen to the water inside. Okay, I think we're gonna hold on to this. This thing is actually this thing might actually be pretty useful. After all, we might run out of fresh water out in the sea.
Multi-purpose.
Ooh.
Okay. Okay, and what about the dust of disappearance? Does that do what I think it does? Does it just make someone invisible, or is it like a smoke screen?
Alright. Dust of disappearance. Found in a small packet, this powder resembles very fine sand. There is enough of it for one use. When you use an action to throw the dust into the air, you and each creature and an object within 10 feet of you become invisible for 2d4 minutes. The duration is the same for all subjects, and the dust is consumed when its magic takes effect. If a creature affected by a dust attacks or casts a spell, the invisibility ends for that creature. So it's a one-use item.
Well, I don't see us getting much coin out of this, so I think we'll hold on to the dust.
I believe so. Maybe we can dedicate a room for the treasure. I believe so. Maybe we could actually make a room dedicated for all the treasure we accumulate along the way.
Well, that's what this bag of holding is for. Hey, could we possibly sell the crown?
No.
That crown has saved us on more than one occasion.
Oh,
Indeed.
do I have to wear it again?
Well, if it makes
You
feel
don't
better,
have to.
we could just take turns from it.
That would probably be for the better. I'd like to see if Pika would like it.
What? Me?
I think you'd look
I
cute.
don't even know what I would look like.
Probably
What would I even...
Probably a ghostly version of
look
Princess
like,
Peach.
Interesting. As Pika ponders.
Greta just kind of
Well,
thinks
I
in silence to herself about what she would look like with the crown on.
Probably wondering if she'd look like around her age or younger.
Yeah.
So yeah, and on top of that, you also have the 210 of gold coins worth of jewels that you can all split up against 5 of you.
Okay, so you said 210?
Yes.
Okay, it's 210 divided by 5. Let me get my calculator out real quick.
I do not have my phone.
Math.
I do not have my phone.
210 and divide by 5.
Mortal enemy.
Okay, so if we split it by 5, we all get 42 coins.
Alrighty.
Also, did you all divide the gold that Lassie put down last month that was worth 300 gold?
Oh, so...
Wait, did we?
I don't think we did. In fact, I don't think we've really counted our... Have we actually counted our coins towards our personal stashes in our character sheets?
I don't think you...
I don't think
that was all
I
your...
haven't.
That's all on you for you to keep track of your own gold. I don't do that for you.
Hold on, let me just divide by 5 to be sure. Okay, so we got 42 plus 60 apiece. So that would make a grand total of 102 coins for us all.
Mm-hmm. Because the last time you all went shopping was back was before the Gelato Kingdom.
That's right.
Oh wait, I'm one gold.
Dang.
I'm one gold shy for 400 fiddlesticks.
332.
122.
I have no... I don't know how much I have because I was looking at the wrong thing for my money, and we still haven't figured that out, or how much Pika should just have on person.
You know, you know what? I just realized I actually did not buy all that much during the whole campaign, so I'm sitting on 637 right now.
Dang.
Dang.
Alrighty.
So little Pika holds up a list.
Well, I have a few things I need to do.
And the list goes down to the ground.
That's quite a bit.
Is it a bit too much?
Maybe a little. Do you really need to stop by the plushie store? I'm like saying this as I'm looking over her shoulder.
Well, if I can't find a nice suit, there's nothing wrong with a few more plushies. And Mr. Boo Boo gets lonely.
I'm not gonna question it.
Pika bless you.
Just make sure you have enough for personal supplies.
Of course.
Though I'm sure Mr. Boo Boo might appreciate some company while you're away.
Of course.
Well, with all these goods that I actually kept, I am going to find a perfume shop, a perfume shop, a clothes shop, and whatever catches my eye.
Alright.
Tag along.
I'm gonna take a look and see if there's any magical items about. And I might need a new turban. Mine got all singed.
And I'm going to see about restocking the supplies for food.
So I guess we'll meet up?
Yeah, we can meet up at the boat.
Alright then. Take care,
Alright.
everyone.
Okay, so let's pause for a bit, and we'll just take a quick short intermission.
I need some bathroom.
Alright, it is time for intermission. Let me put up the banner. I need to actually make a proper card. Ah!
You're not the only one.
At least you have one with you, like, just sweeping in front of the inn.
Well, that's my title card, bro. I didn't have one either.
It's still better than what I've currently got. That's why I'm trying to make so many upgrades.
Well, we're both in the same boat. Let's all get along.
Yes. Anyway, I'll see you guys in a minute. I need to go sit on the can.
Come here, my son. Are you fit? Ugh. Hello, Nebby.
For those guys that are listening listening, if if you guys can hear me. I'm not checking out the chat because I just want to be careful with my internet, so my apologies.
I return.
Hello!
I'm sorry.
So I almost had.
I
a
was
little bit
just
of
hugging
a-
Nebby, and he was being a butt face.
Sorry, what was that?
So,
Miki?
I almost had a little bit of a panic moment just now. I was like, I was trying to get myself ice for my Dr. B's because it's getting a little bit warm there. Only for me to when I came back with the ice, I was like, where did it go? Where did I put it? And I was tracing back and forth from the fridge to the kitchen and then onto the office, and I keep wondering, where the heck did I put my Dr. B? Can't disappear in thin air. And it wasn't until I actually lift up the curtains and then I found my Dr. B soda. It's resting onto the windowsill.
Oh, goodness.
It's a good thing that Blue Beanish didn't have a name, though.
I cannot. It's really good that, like, I cannot keep a glass of water out in the open because Nebby's a butt face and he has drank out of my cups in the past.
Oh, he's a butt then for doing that.
He is a butt.
You big butt.
But he's my butt.
Butts! Butts!
Steve is still in the bathroom doing Steve is still in the bathroom doing a Nintendo Wii, so it's gonna take a while for him to get here.
Also, Gracie just casually making bread while trying to get your attention.
I mean, Gracie is the.
What is this one?
That's gonna come in handy next island.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Also, guys, I think something's wrong with my Lucky Charms.
What?
I said I think
Yeah?
something's wrong with my Lucky Charms.
What's wrong with them?
That's what I was saying about Jason.
I'm gonna post a picture in the TV chat.
Why?
They can't
What's
be-
wrong?
Ooh.
What?
Vanilla
Okay.
ice cream with chocolate
Yes.
syrup with the Lucky Charms marshmallows.
Ah!
Oh, Jason, you lucky duck.
It kind of reminds me
Oh.
that I need to finish up
Oh.
that mango float that's currently sitting in the freezer.
Mm.
And that's
Oh man.
For me, that'd be vanilla ice cream with strawberry syrup
Hate
and fruity
diet.
pebbles.
Ooh, that sounds good.
the mango
Hey, try-
float that- Oh, sorry, you go.
Well, I had that the other day as a crepe.
Oh, that is.
As a crepe?
I
Brave.
I miss having a good crepe in Hawaii. Like my favorite crepe is going to be the one that has some. It's okay. It comes with it. There are two types of crepes that I love, but it's one with the whipped cream, one with strawberries and chocolate drizzle, and the other one is just that, but with ice cream attached to it. But some days I like mine that comes with the ice cream. Some days I just like it with just the with just the whipped cream with it. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because there's this one Japanese little community store that's underneath Ala Moana Mall, which is the one that's which is the go-to mall in Oahu, you know, in Honolulu itself. Anyways, they in the ground floor of Ala Moana, there's this one massive Japanese food court that is that's dedicated for Japanese foods and all, like from your ramen to your takoyaki to serving the Japanese beer and all that bunch. In the back, they also have gachapons in there where you can actually get little prizes. And
What store is this?
it's called Shirokiya, and they closed it down since COVID, and they haven't been up.
Oh,
I
Mikoto, I
thought-
feel your pain. I feel your pain. There was a ramen cafe where I live, and they closed down.
I have the place I went to just the other day, especially for my birthday, was a Japanese marketplace called Mitsuwa.
Mm.
That's where I got some of my Japanese dishes and products, because it's close by to me, and there's only like 10 in the country, and I happen just to live right close to one.
Man!
Hey, thank my high school friends for letting me know about it, because I didn't even know it existed.
I miss the Shirokiya.
I miss Cafe Yugo. Dude, guys, they had giant sushi rolls.
I get
Y'all are making me hungry.
I get tonkatsu curry.
They had giant sushi rolls that were the size of burritos.
Probably
Dang,
the world's
that's
basic
huge.
baby, but I prefer mine. I prefer my tonkatsu ramen with just extra meat and egg. Egg with mine. Is it?
Ooh,
is it-
yeah, an egg
is
with
it-
ramen is delicious.
It is. It really is.
Alright.
I'm back.
Welcome back,
Get
Steve.
in your back. Okay, you're back. I thought you're doing. Are you finally done doing your Nintendo Wii in the bathroom?
I'm finally done. Well, not Nintendo Wii, but
We get it. Moving on.
Alrighty, so are we all set back?
pretty much.
Yeah.
Also,
Good.
alright. Okay, Jay, we can
Great.
turn off. We can turn off the intermission now.
Way ahead of you, bud.
Alright, we're gonna go in order from what I see on the screen. So for what everyone's gonna do.
Question.
Yes.
Question. Can you guys hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
I'm dealing with the rotation of death on Discord. So just to warn you.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, so just in case. Alright, so Pika, what are you going to do?
Oh goodness, so Pika first. Okay.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, let me look at the list I sent you, Dom.
Alright, let me read the list.
So,
All right, so you said you wanted to buy a souvenir,
So,
attune your
little
cloak.
Pika has a couple of things on her list.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Maybe upgrade her new crossbow, buy healing mushrooms, a new lock-picking tool. So it's lock.
Mira's got tough locks.
Indeed,
All
she
right.
did.
All right. So since a lot of your stuff is like general goods, we'll head to like
Mhm.
we'll head to like a general goods store first.
Okay.
All right. So you're gonna go inside, and of course it's like
Uh-huh.
all your necessary needs, like food, wares for like your household and all that, or just general trading. It's like a general trading post.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, hello, Mrs. Boo. What can I do for you?
Looking for a couple of things.
Well, plenty what you're looking for right here.
Well, I'm looking for a souvenir
Oh, a souvenir, you say?
and. Mm-hmm. And about the possibility of tuning my cloak. I don't know exactly what that's about or how to.
Ah, attuning your
And
cloak
also some healing mushrooms.
and healing mushrooms. Okay. So, souvenir, what do you want? We have snow globes, fancy key rings, also the livable little hula doll.
Interested in the hula doll, but she can't help but look at the snow globes.
It's just-
Those are the ones that caught her eye.
It's just a little snow globe with the cotton candy forest and the Beamish people just standing together, and the snowflakes are like miniature flowers.
Masky?
Pika smiles as she would grab the snow globe.
I'd like this for a souvenir, please.
Okay, that will be
Uh-oh.
fun. That would be
Guys,
Uh-huh.
I think
can you hear me?
her audio's lagging.
We heard that you want the snow globe, but it took some time to get to us.
Okay.
Alright, that will be 5 gold pieces.
Pika gladly pays the 5 gold pieces.
Eating your ab. I'm kidding.
Alrighty. Now, for attuning your cloak, may I take a look at it?
Course.
So Pika hands it over.
Alright. He inspects the cloak. Ah! Yeah, I'm not too proficient with magical items, but I know a thing or two about attuning things. Okay. Let's take a look at this and see. Alright. This particular cloak, you're going to need to attune to it for about 1 hour. That means you'll need to wear it while concentrating on its magic uninterrupted.
Goodness. I guess I could do that on the ship.
Yeah, you're going to need full concentration just to just a forewarning, because if anything interrupts your concentration or you can't attune to it correctly, you'll have to start all over. It has to be done in a flawless attempt.
I see. Thank you so much. I'll make sure to do this.
And you said you needed healing mushrooms, right?
Yes, and a new lockpicking tool.
Lockpicking. He looks you up to down. Ah, a rogue. Yeah, I would assume you need some lockpicking tools. Hold up, let me take a look. He then comes back with a whole tray of different healing mushrooms and a box of lockpicking tools.
Excellent.
Now, what kind of healing mushrooms are you looking for? Standard, greater, superior, or supreme?
Probably medium?
So, greater healing mushrooms. Okay. Let's take a look here. How many do you want?
Probably 3.
Okay. 3 of those, and then the thieves' tools. That will come to 125 gold pieces.
Gosh. Just gotta double check the character sheet. I think Pika can afford it. Yeah, I think she can afford it. Okay. So Pika hands the gold over.
Alright, you have 3 greater healing mushrooms, and congrats, you have thieves' tools again.
Yay!
Alrighty. Anything else I can do for you, miss?
And so the only thing left is she can do that here.
Can you happen to upgrade my crossbow?
That's
Or
something
do you know someone who can?
Yeah, that's something I cannot do, but if you go down the road to the blacksmith, I'm sure he can take a look at it for you.
Wonderful. Thank you for your help.
No problem, miss. You have a good day. Alright, so... next up, let's go to Greta.
You too.
Okay.
So Pika leaves, happy with what she got.
Okay. So, Greta will probably go to... she's going for food, so probably like a bakery, a grocery store, or something along those lines. Maybe even pick up something that could help the party out, like with the diced shrooms from before. Something along those lines.
Okay. So yeah, you'll head into a bakery full of many different types of foods and all that.
Alright.
Welcome, madam. What can I get for you today?
Hello, dear. I would like to procure some food for a journey. Do you perchance have, any sort of sweet breads, savory breads?
If you're going for a long journey, it seems that you're kind of going to need something to give you some good nutrition while being in a small package. Especially, at least ones to give you enough stamina for at least a day's worth.
Exactly.
Hold on one moment. She then goes into the back, and then she comes back with a sample of some sweet buns.
Ooh, what are these?
Sweet buns, full of nutrition.
Ooh.
They'll give you enough energy to last a full day if you consume one.
Oh,
Oh, we just lost somebody.
That's probably Masky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Masky's, she dipped.
Oh dearie.
Probably to the internet connection. She might be back, so I wouldn't worry. Alright, so yeah, these sweet buns, these will be foods that will have the benefit of giving a short rest.
Oh, alright. I'll take some of those.
How many would you want, ma'am?
I think I'd take about 6 of those.
6. Alrighty. With that, these sweet buns are pretty popular item of adventurers. Let's take a look. That will be 120 gold pieces.
Alright. Done and done. And she'll hand over the gold coins.
Thank you very much, and here you go. And she hands you all the 6 sweet buns.
Alright, thank you, dear. Might I inquire about where the blacksmith might be?
Oh, sure. If you just go down the road, it's just a little bit past the general goods store.
Ah, alright. Thank you very much.
No problem. You have a good day.
You as well. And she'll head out towards the blacksmith shop.
All right. Violette.
Babu?
Mikado?
Mickey.
Okay, I'm alive. Okay. Okay.
Well done.
Okay. Okay, showtime. I guess she was, after looking about in different stores, she's kind of a little bit spoiled for choice. Because I know she wants to get herself a perfume, and I know that she wants to get a dress for what's to come.
All right.
How long have you been there?
I've been here the entire time. I asked you if you could help me find something a bit lighter.
Ah, right. I just almost forgot about that. Well, there are a few boutiques in here. I just don't know which one is actually the right one for the job. But given that you're here, I think that narrows it down a little bit.
Oh, I am larger than most folk.
And that also narrows it down to even more because, well, that might. I'm not sure if they might have some in your size, but I'm sure we can actually make things work.
If not, I can try making something. Use leather tools.
Maybe so. Perhaps we'll take this one as she points to that one shop that is nearby them.
It has a very flowery looking decal to it.
Colorful.
Then let's go in.
Ah, welcome, my ladies, and whoa! And this fine dressed gentleman is just looking to Mira. What hole did you crawl out of?
She came from the Gelato Kingdom, but given that she's so accustomed to colder weather, she is not sure what to actually dress in much warmer climates.
Oh, sacre bleu! You must be dying of heat stroke.
Yes.
Just-
and
At which point, just removes the mantle, just revealing the chainmail fully.
And you're carrying heavy load as well.
do you think this can be worked?
Oh, this will not do. This is definitely a challenge.
See, I told you they could actually work on it. She says that she playfully tap on Mira's shoulders. Well, I say shoulder, but elbow.
Now the thing is, can you afford the price?
Well, but what are your rates?
Well, that depends on what you're looking for.
Something that could be easy for her to handle warmer weathers, but also that could also mesh well with the armor that she's having.
And for you?
All I want. I don't need to be stylish.
Well, it's more for her than less of me, but for me, there is an upcoming ball coming up, and I need the proper preparations for then. She says as she pulled off a simple silver badge, but the silver badge is similar to the one to the letter, a diamond and 2 little flowers next to it.
Alrighty. Oh, just real quick. What armor are you proficient in, Steve?
Yes.
Oh, all armor.
Simple answer. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Really?
Alrighty then. Alright. I'm just thinking right here.
I wish I could take. I had the stats so I could take a level into monk or the barbarian, so I could have just have a natural AC, and I could essentially run into combat naked and be fine. But I can't do that.
No. No.
Honey, there's a different game for that.
I know.
Alrighty. And I should think about this really clearly, especially if it's to help you with the situation. But this is gonna take some serious work. Gentlemen, he claps his hands, and all his workers are super tall Goomba.
Oh, tall Goombas?
Oh.
Feel that's getting a serious
Oh
sense of
my.
deja vu.
This actually looks familiar.
I can give her clothing that can give her resistance to any kind of heat. And for you, my lady, he then eyes the flower on your dress. You, very peculiar. I suggest you go down to the magic shop next door. I think they might have something for you.
There. You think so?
Absolutely. I have a fine eye for detail when it comes to fine botanical magical artifacts. And you, my giant woman, for the price of of the clothing I'm about to offer you, with additional benefits, 200 gold pieces.
Alright, it will protect me from the heat, but will it protect me else? Because I still need to protect those like.
Oh, it'll be perfect for you. If it's also for adventuring, I'll make sure that it is excellent for you.
Well, reaches in and essentially grabs a sack and counts out 200. It'll take a bit, but she does so.
All right. With a gleam in his eyes, he takes out 2 fire flowers. Men, we work! And then the giant Goombas tie up Mira, and they all take her back into the dressing room.
She starts fighting back. She starts fighting back. She does not like being tied up.
Well, you just hear crashing and power tools being used in the back.
No, I got a better idea. You see her eyes bug out as they start pulling. She starts pulling them back a bit like an oxen. It's essentially a tug of war. She looks at Violette with just like, what's going on?
They're gonna make you work. They're gonna. Nothing wrong. They're trying to do the right thing.
I'll stop being fussy and let us do our work.
I'm almost imagining this in the background.
Okay, I'm going to accept that that's the last thing that happens as a big plume of fire erupted from the dressing room. And voila! God. And Mira comes out with fiery leather armor.
Nice.
The armor itself is enchanted with the fire flowers, and it's giving her.
Mom.
So this is a custom-made armor for you, Mira. While wearing the armor, it gives you a +2 to your AC. And it gives you resistance to fire damage.
And what's its base? Are we talking chainmail, plate?
It is the same as your plate mail.
I didn't have plate mail.
I mean chainmail. My bad.
All right. Let me do some final tweaks on the design of this to reflect that fire resistance, and I shall get back to you.
Alrighty. But yep, there. Now you don't have to worry about the heat and then some.
Seen what you mean.
Well, how does it feel now, Mira?
She looks at it. I will need to carve my own runes into it, but otherwise, it will do nicely.
Alright then. Well, while you're at it,
Now, my lovely dragoness, I did say I would suggest you go down to the magic shop next door.
That's what I'm planning to do.
He then just points outside the door and just... The building to the right of it is right there.
Oh. Huh. So that actually makes things a lot more convenient then.
As much as I'm not one of the boorish decals of the place, the man's a mastercraft of his work.
Alright then. Then I'll best be on my way.
Alright. As soon Mira's getting her final touches up, you leave the store and you go into the magic shop. You head inside of the magic shop. And inside is it's a pretty darkened building. And it gives off like a faint purple glow. As you can definitely tell that you feel the magic in here.
Yeah, I get like her scales are a little bit
Tingling?
more tingling than usual. She can't really have goosebumps with them. Jeez.
Oh my! You have a fine, beautiful aura around you, pretty. And out comes like a cloaked old crone that's... Jay, you might be able to help me out with this. It looks like those robed figures from Super Paper Mario.
Yes, one of the shamans. So let me just pull up one of the pictures here. Hold on. So are you talking about from Super Paper Mario or the ones from like the earlier Paper Marios?
Super Paper Mario.
Okay, in that case, let me just pull into the chat here. Voice to text. She would look like this.
Ah!
Yeah, except she's like more elderly and hunched over. It's like,
So what can I do for you?
Bonjour. I'm Violette. I'm just trying to find a dress that's for me, but the storekeep next door suggests that I come over here.
Well, I wouldn't think that you would need a dress right now, because you're beautiful as you are.
What? Ah, bless your hearts, but I'm not sure. I may be a dragonborn, but I'm much more of a quarterborn, as you can tell.
No, not in terms of appearance. Your actual aura is beautiful.
What?
The flower, dear. On your head.
She then looks up to it and takes it off from her horns. Yes, the vendor actually gave this one to me.
Well, this flower's been enchanted, and it seems to have been reacting to your magic.
Wait, what? It has?
You see, these kind of flowers don't normally react to any kind of magic. It'll only react to those whose magic is considered beauty. In terms of both looks and soul. Beauty beyond belief.
You mean... Wait, it has during that... But I only had this thing for a short time. How was I able to do that so in such...
Well, these things sometimes choose us. This thing was enchanted by a flower spirit.
What kind of spirit do you think it is?
They're kind of like related to the bulbs over by the flower fields back in the Mushroom Kingdom.
Uh-huh.
Wait, similar to like the ones in the fire flowers and ice flowers?
Not necessarily. The bulbs are sentient flowers that are sometimes called flower spirits. They have their own kind of magic about them. These are kind of similar.
I put a visual so that you have an idea of what they look like.
Okie dokie loki. Ah!
These flowers can grant magical powers on their own, but they're normally used to unlock our own hidden potentials, and it seems you've unlocked yours after what I can assume was some inner turmoil that needed to be unlocked, opening the door, as it were.
Opening the door, what I had inside. I always had a hard time trying to accept, well, for as long as I can remember, I've been taught that flawlessness is strength. Only to be flawless is to be a good leader, and to be flawless is to be beautiful. That is all I've known, but...
Just like the gentle... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
But... lately, it feels like the very foundations that have grown up have been shaken, if you will. And I don't know where to actually begin.
Well, like any flower, it does start off beautiful, but eventually it will start to wither over time. And then its seeds will just be replanted and then grow again, and the cycle starts over. Of course, its beauty can't last forever. It's just only around for a short time until it it's just simply renewed, or like a stone that needs to be properly polished over time. So I don't know where this flawlessness comes from. But even something like as this nature of a flower's death or rebirth is beauty in its own right through nature.
I was wrong trying to push my own ideals to them. Because that is what I've known, it's what I try to teach them too, and that was not actually working. Hika was timid, but I don't want her to fall underneath the same pressure I did. Greta was experienced, but she also knows that when to be patient. I was Mira, and Button reminds me one too many times about Mauve, but these people who are flawed, but yet they actually choose to be good people and try to be, and they try to help me to be a better leader. I never really see myself beautiful because I don't fit those idealizations, and I just wanted to be me.
Well,
Because
I'm sorry, go ahead.
now you go.
Well then, I'd say that you finally coming to realize that truly unlocked a part of your potential that was so readily suppressed by external forces. She then holds the flower as it then transmutes into a flowery amulet.
Her eyes widened when she saw this beautiful amulet beholder. It's adorned with gold, and inside it was a flower that is the shape of a mirage and a star in the middle, all adorned with pink quartz and gold.
It shines brightly just like your soul. This is a power that's now awakened within you. Use this to spread that newfound beauty you discovered to the rest of the world.
Do you have that much faith in me?
I don't have any peace to give. You've already known that answer all along. You just needed to discover it for yourself.
She looked down into this amulet. It's warm to the touch. It's not as heavy. It's light. But just like that, she then adorns the amulet onto her neck.
And while I'm at it, she then works her magic, and then she conjures up a flowery-looking dress onto Violette with a veil around her. Something to accompany this newfound beauty.
And,
Oh, that sounds pretty.
she looks down into this dress. And it reminds me vaguely of the ones that she used to wear back in her old home. Except she has butterfly sleeves sleeves adorned to the cuffs. And small flowers adorned to the edges of her dress.
And when you feel the time is right, the veil will no longer be necessary. And then she gives a smile and a wink.
I thank you. She says that she's about to reach into her coin purse.
Don't. This is on the house.
What?
This was your reward. You can't put a price on that.
Thank you. Merci. As she smiles and just about to head out, but she feels a little bit too elaborate when it comes to this. It's most likely going to be safer later in the later down for the ball, but for combat it feels a little bit I don't know about you, but this feels a little. I love this dress, but I don't want to get it damaged from being in combat.
We'll put it in a safe place when you are ready.
She says, she smiles and starts to head out.
Alright. Next up, Button.
And if I may,
Yes.
or when she exits the shop, Mira comes out around the same time, and I put it in the open chat.
Let's see.
Nice.
Oh, that's a nice look.
Whoa!
Yeah, that is a nice look for Mira.
Just to give Chad a good look here.
All the muscle and stuff and markings that were being hidden are now on full display.
All right.
I so want to make a joke, but I don't know if it's okay.
Maybe a later time, honey.
I'll
At a
just
later time.
I'll just type it out. I'll just type it
Alright.
out of here.
Sure.
So yeah. Now,
All right. Button is kind of walking aimlessly as he didn't exactly make a plan, but he takes a look at his staff. It's been working all right so far, but a staff is just a staff, and the real important thing is the little orb that's dangling from it. I don't know. It seems like I'm gonna need to figure. It seems like I'm gonna figure out things without a plan, like I always do. And the orb just kind of blinks in response. Yeah, I know. I really should have thought of this before we headed out. Maybe I can find He kind of just pinches some of his skin and pulls at it. I am pretty squishy and unprotected. Maybe some armor will do me good. So he goes to find like an armory or something.
that would be at the blacksmith.
The blacksmith. There we go.
Wow! Oh wow! So Button, Greta, and Pika are all going to the blacksmith.
I mean, unless there's more than one blacksmith, yeah, we're all headed to the same place. Go figure.
Yeah, it's all the same one.
Okay, so who gets there first?
Well, Pika was already closest, so she's there first.
So Button would probably run into Greta.
Greta will come in next, followed by Button.
Okay, so Button just comes up to the blacksmith and he opens the door with a little ding from the bell, and he notices Greta and Pika there. Oh, hey guys!
Hello, dear.
I got a bit of a party going on here.
Hello, sir.
Wait,
Yeah, we're all friends here.
I didn't bring a casserole.
I'm sorry, did you say I didn't bring a casserole?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what? For a second.
Yeah.
What's the casserole for?
That's what I'm wondering.
For party, like for food.
Okay. Alright. Anyways. Button's just who got here first?
Excuse me as Basky goes hide and die.
No, no dying. Come back out here.
Get back here, you.
Alright, so one at a time. Who would want to see my rares first?
Well, I got here last, so I
I'm
can go
here
last.
Well, I'm here for an upgrade. I don't know what you two are here for.
I'm really just here to sell something.
Okay.
Well, I mean, if you're just here to sell something, Greta, maybe you should go first.
Well, if it's alright.
Maybe what are you?
So Greta, I guess, will just go up to the counter and she'll pull out a scimitar.
Oh, a scimitar, I see. What do you want this for?
Oh, I just picked it up along the way on one of our adventures, is all.
Okay, so what do you want with this?
I'm just planning on selling it.
On selling it, okay. Alright, he inspects the scimitar. It's in perfect condition. I can sell this for 25 gold pieces.
Alright, sounds fair enough to me. And
Alright.
she'll hand it over.
Alright, and he pays you the gold.
Thank you very much.
Now,
And with that, Greta will just head out.
See ya, Greta.
Now-
She'll go to the boat.
Now, Miss Boo, what can I do for you?
Well,
Not die. Okay. So Vika comes over and she's like,
well, I have this crossbow, and I was wondering if I could possibly upgrade it, but I'm not sure exactly what.
A crossbow. He takes a look at the light
because
crossbow.
I think I got a crossbow recently, right?
You mind, like, sharing to me, like, what kind of detail you have?
Well, I just like I remember it was like at a certain point I thought like where because I remember like it was during like one of our things where like it was like a toss up between like Violette or Pika getting the crossbow and Pika ended up getting it. So
Oh, you must have got
I
it
don't
from
think
one
I
of the,
wrote
like,
it down.
You must have got it from one of the baddie drop from one of the fight drops.
Yeah.
Okay, so you did get that crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
Is it just a regular crossbow, or was it a light crossbow?
Yeah, the where and when doesn't matter. We need to know what kind it is.
I don't remember.
Maybe we should just assume that it's a light crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That sounds good.
Yes, rogues typically do have proficiency in things like light crossbows, but they do not have it in heavy crossbows. That's like a martial class thing.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's probably a light crossbow. So yeah.
Okay. Alright, so let's take a look. I can upgrade this to a +1 light crossbow.
That'd be great. How much would that cost?
To upgrade it, that would require 175 gold pieces.
Luckily, I can afford that. Here.
Yeah, it's a good thing you already gave me the crossbow, because making this from scratch would have doubled the price.
Really? Goodness.
Alright. So he grabs the crossbow and he starts to tinker with it a bit, reinforcing some of the edges, tightening up the string, giving it some more lightweight properties so that it's almost like you're not wielding anything at all. And then he does a little firing test with a bow, and before you can even blink, the bolt is already on a target, hitting a bullseye.
Dang.
Ah, there we go. Here you go, Missy. All done.
Thank you so much. You have a good day.
Likewise. Lastly, a toad.
Yes, hi. So I'm something of a warlock, but I don't exactly have a lot of defense against physical attacks or magical, come to think of it. The best I have is this cloak of protection, which has done me well. I was wondering if you had any armor I could possibly use.
Quick question. Do you have Armor of Agathis as one of your spells?
Yes?
Okay, that's what I thought. Alright, I just wanted to be sure before I thought something. Alright. Alright. I could give you this special kind of chainmail, but it would be kind of expensive.
Alright, what is it?
It's a toad chainmail, specifically made for your kind size.
Okay, just regular chainmail then?
It'd be classified as elven chain, but it's flavored to toad's chainmail.
Right. Okay. Okay, and what would the benefits be? Because right now my armor class is sitting at 15.
It will give you a +1 to AC while you wear the armor, and you are considered proficient with it, even if you lack proficiency with medium armor. And since you're a warlock, you only have proficiency with light armor.
I see. Okay.
So yeah, you technically have automatic proficiency with it, even if you don't with medium armor.
I see. Okay. All right. How much?
400.
400? You gotta be kidding!
Hey, this is not easy stuff to make.
Is it because of the size or the materials?
Yes.
I should have seen that coming. Let's see. Am I able to make a check to haggle with him?
Persuasion check.
Okay. I'm gonna attempt to make a persuasion check. Ooh! Okay, hold on. So, let's see. P. Okay, so 18 plus 4, that's 22. Okay, so...
Well, what are you gonna...
So
how are you gonna haggle?
He's just like, look, pal, I'm just happen to be one of the members of the team that just happened to rescue your dear princess and so many of her explorers from the collapsed mine. Is there any chance you could give me a discount?
Ah, so you're with that adventuring party. Well, I am very grateful you saved our princess. I still gotta make a business and make a profit with what I make, too. Tell you what, I'll drop it down to 325, but that's as low as I can go.
Deal.
Alright, that's 325 gold coins, and he hands you the chain.
Ooh, this is lighter than I was expecting.
It's like you're just wearing a regular shirt.
Yeah, kind of. Thank you very much, my good man.
Alright, I assume everyone's finished with all their shopping?
Not quite yet. There was something else I wanted to do.
Okay.
Okay, so I go back out and I walk outside. Is there any like magic shops nearby?
Well, if you're going to the magic shop, you will have just missed Mira and Violette just leaving from the direction of the magic shop.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I would have just missed them, but I'm heading to the same one that Violette went to?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, so I go ahead and I walk through the door.
Oh, hello. You are very powerful warlock, I see. And with a very friendly star spirit.
Oh, you can see her?
Oh, dearie. I know a warlock when I see one.
Well, I guess you would be the type. You kind of remind me of my old master.
And your star spirit says that you're always full of yourself.
She didn't have to say it like that. I'm working on it!
But she likes you regardless.
Alright. Well, that's actually one of the reasons I'm here. So I hold out my little mushroom staff with the star spirit dangling from it on like some suspended ropes. I was hoping I could give my patron a much more secure home. Something that could boost her power and give her also not run the risk of falling out. I give the ropes a little tug, and the orb almost slips out, thus proving my point.
So you need like a more secure home for her.
A more secure rod and something that could boost her abilities if possible. And I also have a couple of other rods. I bring out my flower rod and my rod of spider handling. I was wondering if it was possible to transfer the abilities of these rods all into one, so that I don't have to carry so many.
Ooh. You're gonna drive a hard bargain with me.
Only if it's possible. I can still work with this. I do have a bag of holding.
She then takes a good look at all of them.
If anything, just combining their attributes would be more for convenience than anything else.
Alright.
I can tell the DM is thinking.
Give him a moment.
I can make you a great staff, and plus, I can transfer those abilities while also giving your buddy there a proper and secure home on the staff. But this is not going to come cheap.
Alright, how much?
How much you got left on you?
Oh. Ooh.
Okay. Well, if I take into account how much I had initially and how much I gave for the chainmail, I have exactly 312 coins left.
If you want to afford this staff, it will be double.
Okay, you drive a hard bargain, madam. In that case, do you like playing games?
Playing games with me. What kind of game?
A game of chance, or a game of wits. I can offer one of each. If I win, then you pay me, then you do the upgrade for me, and I'll give you what I have. If you win, I will get out of your hair, and I will give you, let's see, And then I put the jug of alchemy on the table, and I'll give you this.
Oh, an alchemy jug. That could go for a pretty coin. Alrighty, little trickster, you got yourself a deal.
So, which will it be? A game of luck or a game of wits?
Knowing your toad luck, let's go with that.
Toad luck it is? Alright, but you're going up against a stacked deck. Alright. So, I basically take a... Hold on. So, do you happen to have a jug or like a glass somewhere?
She produces a glass out of nowhere.
Ah, perfect. So I set the glass on the table, and I open the jug, and I fill the glass with, what did you say could come out of it? Did you say liquor could come out?
Yes.
Okay. So I fill the liquor up to almost the edge, and I produce some coins from my pouch. The game is simple. All you have to do is put as many coins as you can into the cup without making the water go over the edge.
Okay. So the first one to cause the the liquid to go out loses.
Precisely.
Okay. You're on.
All right. Shall we decide who goes first by coin flip?
You go first.
Okay, then. In that case, I grab a coin and I gently hold it towards the liquid. Do I have to make a check?
Yes. It's a dexterity check.
Dexterity?
Yes, since you're trying to be meticulous of how to drop the coin without spilling liquid.
Okay. Let's see. That is a 14, and my modifier is Dex. Which one is dexterity? Okay, so my dexterity is +4, so that's a total of 18.
Alright, you get a coin in there. There's no spill. She throws her coin. She just throws the coin in, and there's no splash. And it goes in. There's no spill.
You're good at this. You're not using any magic, are you?
Why would I?
Alright, very well. I grab another coin, and I inch it slowly towards the cup. Alright, gonna roll again. Let's see. That is a total of 15.
It starts to wobble a bit, but there's no liquid coming out. And it looks like the level is rising. She throws another coin in, and no splash, and the water level does not rise whatsoever.
I'm gonna make an insight check to see if she's... or is it an insight or an arcana check?
Insight.
Okay. That's a crit fail. Crap.
Yeah, you can't tell.
I cannot tell. Alright, I'm gonna pick up a coin and inch it towards the liquid again. Come on, baby. Okay, that is also a crit fail, so I'm gonna use Toad Luck and roll again.
Oh, relying on your luck now, I see.
Ooh, 18! And add in my modifier, that's 22.
Alright, you put another coin in, and now the liquid's, like, bubbling on the top, on the rims. Like, you could definitely tell that one more coin will cause it to spill. She throws in her coin. No liquid movement whatsoever.
I would like to once again make an insight check.
Okay.
Ooh, nat 20!
You could tell that she's using magic to transfer the liquid somewhere else.
Okay, can I tell where the liquid is?
She's drinking it.
Madam? Are you... Madam? Open your mouth, please.
Why? It's just a veil.
Okay, then you wouldn't mind if I came over and smelled your breath?
Not at all.
Okay, I walk over, and I take a deep sniff.
It's the smell of it's the
This
smell
is
of
getting
apple.
weird. This is getting weird.
It's the smell of apple.
I mean, I did say I put beer in there. So...
It's not apple cider.
Okay, I think you're cheating.
And what makes you think I'm cheating?
I've seen the way you're throwing the coins in, and it's making little to no splash, and the liquid has to be going somewhere.
And you're still taking the risk to rely on your luck, even if sometimes this deck is stacked against you. Well, what will you do, even if the odds are against your favor? Are you always going to rely on your luck?
You bet. Luck and a smile, that's what I've always been taught. Merlee, she is a shaman who taught not only luck, but how to improve yours. That's what I always believe in.
A very wise master, I see.
Even if my luck runs out, I will always figure it out.
Bold. The liquid then topples over. Well, you didn't make your move, and I was the last one to throw my coin in, so it looks like I lost.
All right.
She didn't take your staff, the two other staffs, and your star spirit leaves its little chamber so that it's being reworked. And she asks, "She better not mess with my home."
I think she'll do okay. She knows what she's doing.
She's using her magic to combine it all and to improve the staff as well. And now you are the proud owner with paying every single coin you now have to a Rod of the Pact Keeper +1.
Oh! I don't know what that is, but it sounds awesome.
While holding this rod, you gain a bonus. While holding this rod, you gain a bonus to spell attack rolls and to the saving DCs of your warlock spells. This bonus is determined by the rod's rarity, which is a +1. In addition, you regain 1 warlock spell slot as an action while holding the rod, and you can't use this properly again until you finish a long rest.
Ooh.
The catch, you need to attune to this rod first.
I can deal with that.
And it needs to be attuned by a warlock, which, hey, you are a warlock.
Yes, I am.
And there you go. Take good time to think on our little lesson here.
I will. Thank you.
And you, little spirit, keep him out of trouble.
Even if she tried, trouble always finds me. I just have to deal with it, one lucky step at a time.
And with that, you're all heading back to the docks, but we are going to cut it here because it's starting to get a little late.
Indeed.
Man, what was supposed to be a short session turned out to be a normal length lesson, even a little longer.
Normally goes.
But hey, we got all the shopping done, so you'll all be prepared for heading to the next island, possibly next time.
Indeed.
And so, what do y'all think of Mir's design? It's been like
I
weeks
like
on
it.
this.
Likey.
Very nice.
I'm debating whether or not should I actually showcase the dress that I actually had in store in mind, but
Save that for later, hon.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That'd be wise.
you all happy with what you got from the shopping and some of the roleplay moments?
Yes.
It's good to be back, even if it's just the first one in maybe a while.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was actually gonna showcase I also want to showcase Violet's new look, but it turns out the dress actually comes first. So, oops.
Oops.
Well, but now, Violette, you want to reveal what you did now, since that whole session with the beauty and everything?
Yes, Violet is now multiclassing to 1 level of cleric.
Ooh!
Ooh.
Nice.
A homebrew domain, if you will. Compared to the rest of the official domains out there, this one is a homebrew domain that is where this one is the beauty domain cleric.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was designed by a Wizards of the Coast member, but of course it's mainly used for homebrew campaigns.
Sounds neat.
There are areas in there that I tweaked it to make sure it's just so it doesn't go a little bit too much. But yeah.
That's
All right.
exciting.
So yeah, so Violette will be more suited to being a full-on support for the team.
Yep. Somebody's got to.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh, go ahead.
I this session is really good again, you know?
Yeah, there was a little
Yeah.
something for everybody.
Yeah, so I wouldn't want to keep you all up any longer, so we should cut it here for now.
All right. In that case,
Indeed.
thank you all again for joining us on this session of Mario D&D. Next time, we will be setting sail for the Pudding Kingdom to meet Cookie Kong and taking down the giant ape that's been under the control of Junkjaw's men. Next time. Also, I promise the upgrades are coming along smoothly. I have one of the integrations I want finished. It is coming along. I am very close to being done, and when I am, we will be doing Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope DLC. See you all next time. Good night!
Good night, everyone.
Nighty night.
Bye.